Sometimes we feel like we're in situations where our mazal, our luck is not good, and we don't realize that there's really good things hiding in the situations that we're in. You know, people, they think all or nothing. They think about either the situation is great or the situation is not good at all. It's either 100 or it's 0. And it's not true. Even the greatest situations, people sometimes they overestimate the good luck of the early bird and underestimate the bad luck of the early worm. And every situation that is good or bad is not all good and it's not all bad. We know that the time when the Metzorah, he speaks Lashon Hara, and they said they're going to go check about this Metzorah's house, that they found inside his wall. They find that there's some tzarat, and they break down the wall of this Metzorah, and they find inside the wall that there's treasures. And here, what he thought was bad luck, he thought that it was something that he made a very bad choice by speaking Lashon Hara, and that he made such a bad occurrence that he has in his house of bad luck, that he has now, his house needs to be broken down. But now he finds a treasure in the walls, and he says, wow, that's actually something very, very good. And what did the treasures were, how are they in the walls of the Jewish people in times when they had the tzarat? Those treasures were put there by the Canaanim, but when the Jews came to the land of Israel, the Canaanim were very, very afraid. So they basically took their treasures and they put it in the walls to hide it, so that they could be able to protect their treasures, thinking that they were able to retrieve them. And what actually happened was that when the Jew spoke Lashon Hara, he actually found the treasure after he was punished with his tzarat and he had to break down the walls of his house. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, why is it that specifically this is what the person has to go through? He needs to have a situation of tzarat in the walls, and that way he's going to find a treasure in his wall of his house after he speaks Lashon Hara. And the answer is to teach us a lesson about our perspective about things. That sometimes we look at situations and we look at them totally bad or totally good. And we want to show that there's good in the bad. And the reason why this person spoke Lashon Hara was also because of the same type of mindset. The mindset of this person, he has something very bad about his nature. We don't think the same. And we're trying to teach you that even when people have things that are difficult for you, or even if things that are difficult for yourself, maybe there's a treasure in the destruction. And that's the lesson that we learn about Sarat. That if you look at the good things in the bad, you'll see that there's a lot of good. And we all have sometimes different natures, different natural weaknesses that we might have. But if we look for the strengths in the weaknesses of ourselves, we'll find that there's a lot of good things in that as well.